And I think everybody has so much respect for Cole. Great style, super powerful, and lightning fast. Woo. There you go. There's your combo.
That was a bang-bang right there. Look by.
Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
The same heat right here, but let's take a look at this replay again. Talk about power. That was just plumes of spray, and then punches it again. They got the timing right there, kept the fins in the water, threw a ton of spray. Love it.
That was everything we wanted to see from Cole.
Well, let's see what happened. This is the 8-point ride, Mitch.
Yeah, and Ewing so far, picture-perfect technique and great timing on the backhand, and for good reason right there. Excellent extension on the second maneuver, Chris, but we talked about just surfing in the pocket the entire time. The most critical sections, not rushing anything. Great stuff right here by Ewing, our first excellent score of day 2.
And, you know, arguably the most technically sound surfer on planet Earth. Everything is in its proper spot and got the waves really unique. You know, you haven't seen a lot of these matches through the years so far. Yago, Dora stalling, finds the barrel, pumping through. Nice clean exit, Yago, Dora.
Put that hand in the water. I mean, look at the way he is just able to pump in such a short space right there and so low too. Sensational.
The perfect read.
It's like a stop and go. Here's the stop part, and then the go part is getting a couple pumps in the barrel to get some speed. So well done. Such a technical barrel ride. Check it out in slow motion, Mitch.
Yeah, and once again, just stalls a little bit, putting that hand in the water. And once again, he gets to the bottom, makes sure that he has that double pump. He goes through 2-3 sections right here and completely disappeared, Chris. The 5.5 is easily going to be gone. I actually see this being an excellent score by today's standards. Yeah,
this window, the doggy door was tiny, and he just somehow...
And that's a large wave, too.
Al Cleveland paddling back out. Dora locking into a fun-looking left-hand wall. Likes that little lean-back stab in the pocket to start. Frames it up in the same way and rides away from a nice, clean two-turn combo. Watching this one again, Jesse.
I mean, I just love the fade. If you notice there, where he takes off, he's just on the apex of the wave, so he delays himself a little bit on that first bottom turn to make sure he gets on the most critical part of the wave. So he's coming from behind now because he just kind of redirect the board and put himself deeper on it and gets up and vertical in the pocket right there. As he airdrops off the sky, starts eyeing it down the section to finish it up, kind of goes a little bit more lateral, which we're going to see that happen a lot on a day like today because the conversion of the wave right now, it's very sketchy.
They get too much on the inside, but still the one banger on the outside on the left, and now Houshmand right here, Banco Brazil replay. Beautiful carve on the open face into the lip for the second one. And a great finish, too, with the layback. That should score extremely well, Chris, and to me, could turn into an air show, though, boys. Here goes Italo.
Let's hope so. Italo Ferreira now on his backhand. You know this guy can hunt and find the ramp. He does. Goes full. 5 into the flats. Asking for the 10. The crowd wants the 10.
That was exactly what we were waiting for, boys.
Are you kidding me?
We knew it was coming.
Claim's still going.
The future father, yeah, the baby claim. Put the baby to sleep.
He's going to the sand. Look out, crowd. Part. Stay
the
out
floater.
of the way. Like a raging bull. Italo Ferreira now. Have you ever seen a surfer run into the crowd with 21 minutes left?
He's going to go huge with the score.
It's a big section, I will say that. And it's a full rotation, too. Yeah, you know what? He got the tail a little bit more inverted than we saw in real time.
It's got potential.
It does.
10-point potential. Look at this section right here.
I'm going 8-5 with this one.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something in the 9s, I think we can all agree that it's deserving of it. But to get a 10 this year, especially with just the strength of one maneuver, it's nearly impossible still. I mean, talk about a perfect rotation, Chris. Excellent execution. Look at where his back foot is the entire time.
He stomps it, too.
Yeah.
Look. Oh, my gosh. All right, I'll go 9. That was sick. Oh, my gosh.
We got Strider to come up, though, Chris.
There you go.
No, well, just watching the replay, and you see everything in it, it's pretty sick.
9.33 for Italo Ferreira. Now Crosby needs a 6.51.
It feels like we're in Gladiator, though.
20 minutes left. This
Maximus
is going to be
Decimus
fun.
Meridius asking the Caesar if he should go dramatically, and then Ethan on the answer back on the outside, a big carve or big top turn, I should say, And then the carve right here for the second one. Much better looking wave for Ewing. And then, of course, he combos it up. Great variation by Double E. And, you know, I'm thinking this is his best by a long shot. And, boys, we got a heat on our hands right now with 15 minutes.
It's like he has razor blades for fins.
Brand new model,
He's
too.
riding fiberglass fins, which, you know, a lot of composites out there, a lot of different types. But, you know, for Ethan, he likes that really connected vibe where you can feel the board and the fin connecting through turns. And his technique is just so quick and slices through those maneuvers, and those fins are adding to his game, I feel like.
I like that approach that he takes to the second turn, too. Good angle coming out of it, not bringing it all the way back, and it just sets him up for this third section, too, Chris. 3 completely different turns.
And the year's not over yet. Miguel is rising quickly.
Or you can get a 33, or you can get a 99. Here's 99.
99. Griffin Colapinto. Big smash to start this wave.
Oh, pull
Ride it out. Yes.
Tippy toes.
2 of the best backside fin blasters we've seen of the day. I agree.
Drop that, yeah.
This, to me, is one of the best waves we've seen all event long. First turn is impactful. It's major. That second turn, I'm just going to say, that's the best turn I've seen all event long.
We call that the
Can we
armadillo.
vote? I vote yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
But combination of major maneuvers, radical, the intensity, how much that wave stood up. I wouldn't even be surprised that we see something close to a 10 off of this wave.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, look at clean. The section, super
I'm just
critical.
saying, it don't get any better than this. It does not get any better than this.
This is the tippy toes right here. Look at just the big toe on the tail pad.
It's like a nose blunt right there.
And
that section's coming at you, too, with so much speed. It's just waiting for you to fall.
She went for the second one, unfortunately couldn't finish.
And now Molly's going to try to put this one away. Responding off the top with that nice top turn and getting there late, but coming down with a big section riding away. That is what she is famous for. She can come around the corner deep like she did at lowers and get 9.6s for heavy sections that look impossible. Fletch is in disbelief.
This first turn here, there's a massive wobble in the middle of the carve right there, but she just keeps the rail engaged throughout the whole time. And then I was like, of course she's going to finish the end. You know, after that first turn, she set up like that. It was impressive. And
here's Houshie, though, Joe.
6'3", 225, connects with the lip. Number 91 blows the back out.
Ooh.
And now into his third move. It's another solid snap to slide. He wants to get the crowd behind him.
Oh, man.
That was a big blow for Cole Houshmand. 3 big targets.
Riding the other F1, which was with the Brazilian EPS epoxy. This is just incredible. You talk about timing, Jesse. That second one was monumental.
are you kidding me? That, like, the amount of water displayed and how much control he had over the tail and the fins of the board in the last 2 turns. You can see it here going eyeing it down that second section, which is the money part of the wave, pushing that back foot so gnarly. And you can see it once again getting that fins out the back. I mean, this looks excellent for me.
Just look at how critical every single time this turn is when he goes up into the lip, Joe. I mean, timing, power, and of course precision. But another thing to really notice on this wave here, especially on the second turn, there's a lot of froth on that face. So to be able to control your board and fins coming out of that turn is extremely difficult.
Just he creates time for himself,
right?
Doesn't he? He like could kind of stand up and wait. You know, it's like he's controlling the rhythm. Colapinto with priority, and he will load up on a double overhead section and tagging it. A huge backhand hanger. Still trying to fight for the finish.
Bring it.
Lay it low. Colapinto gets it.
Wow, dude, what a final we have on our hands. What a final we have on our hands right here.
That was a gigantic section. Griffin had so much time to load up for it. And there was a lot of currents and ribs that were trying to take him down, but he got it.
I was wondering why he was taking so long on that bottom turn, because he was just going for the Hail Mary 1 turn. And for what we've seen it so far, this has to be a massive score.
Yeah.
Enormous backside turn from Griffin Colapinto on one of the bigger faces we've had all day.
What is it, double overhead on this wave right here? And I know it takes him a little while to ride out of it, but you can't argue about commitment right here.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, yeah.
At this point, it doesn't. That wave's huge. this might be the biggest wave we've seen ridden in the 4 years that we've had this event, you know, since its return. And I mean, we talk about critical surfing, especially at the right point of the heat, Joe. That's it right there.
Look at that extended bottom turn. That's what set him up for success. Takes his time so long. Like, he probably covered a bit of like 10 yards on that bottom turn and gets that beautiful blowtail that we were talking about. It gets hanged up in a good way out the back, lands with the lip, and then you can see he kind of stays low to make sure the whitewash is pushing him, because at this point, there's nothing he can do. It's almost like flipping the coin. It's a 50-50. He can land it or not.
Staying so low and compressed. He knew he wasn't safe yet.